Hello students, today we will start the chapter number 3, the need of a parliament. Okay, this is your social science civics chapter number 3rd. Okay, in this chapter we learn about why do we need a parliament, the president of India, the qualification to become the president, term and elections, power of the president, formation of government, the prime minister, functions of parliament, etc. Okay, you have already studied that the people of India, through their leaders, had decided to follow the path of democracy for their own governance. Okay, by virtue of this decision, it was mandatory to have a place for our representatives of the people of sit down together and discuss the various issues of government. Okay, in this chapter we shall study about the parliament. Okay. Yeah, students, why do we need a parliament? Having suffered under the oppressive rule of the British for nearly 200 years, the Indian masses woke up, okay, to a spirit of independence and self-government. A long struggle against the British rule succeeded and India attained independence on 15th August 1947. So, India is a large country. The country citizens belong to various communities and cultures. A foreign government could never understand the complexities of the diverse nature of their soul. Aim was to exploit the of possible resources of this country. So, the Indian society was therefore in a state of poverty, and there was need to have representation of all religions and culture in governments, so that the country could have all round development, and then aspirations of all religions to communities could be made. Okay, it was because of the reason the Indian National Congress, which was the largest and dominant political party at time of independence, directly formulated of constitutions of India that India would be democratic state with a parliamentary system. Okay. Before we study the parliament and its functioning, let's us first see the position and power of the head of the Indian state. Okay, that is the President of India. Okay, first President of India. The Constituent Assembly had decided that the President of India would be the supreme authority. Okay. So first one we discussed about the what are the qualification of the presidents. Okay, the qualification to become the president. So the important qualifications are, first is the citizen of India. Okay, citizen of India. Second one, completed 35 years of age, qualified for the election as a member of the Lok Sabha, not hold any office of profit under the government of India, state government of any local authority, shall not be a member of either house of people of or house of legislature of any state. Okay. Yes, the term and election. The president is elected for a term of 5 years by electoral college, okay, which consists of the elected members of both house and parliament and the elected members of legislative assemblies of the state. Okay. Did you know Dr. Rajendra Prasad is the only president who had 2 consecutive terms as the president of India? Yeah, powers of the presidents. Okay, classification as follow: executive power, legislative power, financial power, judicial power, emergencies power, and miscellaneous powers. Okay, these are the powers of the president in detail. Executive power means the president is the head of the union government and all executive order are the issue in the name of president. Okay, the president appoint the prime minister and on his advice the council of ministers, and the president appointed the governors of the state. Okay, next is legislative power. Okay, legislative power, no bill passed by the government can become an act or law without his or her consent. Okay, the president address joint sessions of both house of the parliament and each general elections. Okay, the first session of parliament every year. The president nominates 12 members of the Rajya Sabha and 2 members of the Anglo-Indian community in the Lok Sabha. Okay, the president can issue an ordinance when the parliament is not in session. Clear? Next, financial power means the money bill cannot be introduced without the recommendation of the president. Okay, military power means president is the supreme commander of the armed force and only he or she can declare war and peace. Okay, judicial power means the president has the power of grant pardon of reduced punishment even after the Supreme Court has given its verdict. Okay, and emergency power means the president can declare emergency in their situation like a war of external aggressions or armed rebellion, failure of constitutional machineries in the state and financial instability. Okay. Yes, position of president in relation to that of prime minister. While the power of the state above all the appearing to be a supreme, but in reality, the president is required to act on these power on the advice of prime minister. Having seen the power of president, let us now see how the elected representative from the government. Yeah, the Indian Parliament consists of 2 houses like the Lok Sabha or the House of People and the Rajya Sabha or the Council of States, and the President of India, although President is not member of any house but he is the constitutional head as you have already studied. Okay. Yes, formation of government. The government of each nation has unique characteristics that relate to that nation's historical development. To carry out their functions, government has been organized in a variety of ways. Most large countries have several different levels of government. These usually include a central or national government as well as the government of smaller divisions within the country. Okay. Yes, the government has divided into 2 categories. Okay, parliament is divided into 2. First is the House of People. This is also called Lok Sabha. Okay, it is directly elected by the people and exercise the real power. The maximum strength of house is 552 to 2 of 530 members are elected from the states and 20 members from the union territory. 2 members are nominated by the President of India from the Anglo-Indian community. Okay, the present membership of Lok Sabha is 545 members. Rajya Sabha, yeah, it is also known as upper house or council of state. It is a permanent house and it is not dissolved. Okay, each member of electorate for a term of 6 years and 1/3 member retire every second year. Okay, members of Rajya Sabha are indirectly elected by the elected members of legislative assemblies of the state. It can have a maximum number of 250 members and 12 members are nominated by the President of India. These members have special knowledge in the field of science, literature, art, cinema, etc. Okay, the minimum age for a person to become a member of Rajya Sabha is 30 years. Okay. Yes, students, the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister of India enjoys the most powerful position. He or she is considered as the leader of the nation. Prime Minister is also the leader of Lok Sabha. The Prime Minister presides over the cabinet meeting and decides the points to the discussed in the parliament. He or she is the link between the cabinet and the president of country. As the head of team of ministry, the ultimate decision making power rests with the PM. Okay, he or she has the power to appoint or remove any minister from the cabinet. The Prime Minister also supervises the working of ministers and has the power of advice them as necessary. Okay, the ultimate direction the government wishes to take foreign affairs and strategic matter rest the Prime Minister. Okay. Responsibilities. The entire counseling of ministers is collectively responsible to the parliament for their acts or omissions of commission. Okay, if for any reasons the parliament passes the vote of no confidence, the Prime Minister along with his entire team of ministers required to reason collectively. It is because of that such collective responsibility is also called the policy of swim and sink together. Okay. Yes, functions of parliament make law. Functions of parliament make law means law making is the main function of the parliament. Like ordinary bills, it can be initiated in either house of parliament. Money bill, it has to be initiated in the Lok Sabha. Okay. Next, yes, legislative functions. Control of executive and ensuring its accountability, financial functions, representations, debating functions, constituent functions, electoral functions and judicial functions. These are the functions of parliament. Like control, the executive parliament keeps a check on the counseling of ministers by asking questions to ministers about issuing regarding their respective department. Okay, controlling the finance, the most important function of parliament is to pass the annual budget. Okay, amendment of constitution or approval for amendment to the constitution can be initiated only the parliament. Okay, electoral functions, member of the parliament elect the president and vice president of India. Okay, judicial functions means parliament has the right to impeach the president, vice president and the judge of the Supreme Court. So, court and the high court, the process of implement can be initiated in any house of the parliament. Okay. In other words, we can say that the functions of parliament in short form make law on behalf of the people for the good government of our society, provide for the formation of government, provide a forum for popular representation, says scrutinize the action of government, delegates some of its law-making power of subordinate bodies and decide what and how money is to be spent. Okay. Of President of India. The first President is Rajendra Prasad, second one is Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan, third one is Dr. Zakir Hussain, Fourth one is V.V. Giri. Okay. Fourth one is V.V. Giri. V.V. Giri means the short form. Yes. Next is Justice Muhammad Hidayatullah. Okay. Justice Muhammad Hidayatullah. Next is Sri B.V. Giri again. Okay. फिर फारूकुद्दीन अली अहमद, श्री B.D. जट, श्री नीलम संजय रेड्डी, श्री ज्ञानी जैल सिंह, श्री R. वेंकटरमन, डॉक्टर शंकर दयाल शर्मा, श्री R.K. नारायणन, डॉक्टर APJ अब्दुल कलाम, श्रीमती प्रतिभा पाटिल, श्री प्रणब मुखर्जी, and then now present Sri Ram Nath Kovind is the President of India. Okay. India. List of Prime Minister in India. First, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. Second, Sri Gulzari Lal Nanda. Third, the Lal Bahadur Shastri. Fourth one is Gulzari Lal Nanda again, Indian. The next, Srimati Indira Gandhi, Sri Morarji Desai, Sri Chaudhary Charan Singh, Srimati Indira Gandhi again. Okay, Sri Rajiv Gandhi, Sri Vishwanath Pratap Singh, Sri Chandrasekhar Azad, Sri P.V. Narasimha Rao, Sri Atal Bihari Vajpayee, Sri H.D. Devi Gowda, Sri I.K. Gujral, Indra Kumar Gujral is a full form, Sri Atal Bihari Vajpayee again. Okay, and Dr. Manmohan Singh, and then now present Sri Narendra Modi is the Prime Minister of India. Okay students, this chapter is over. I hope you understand what is in this chapter.